Good evening, everyone. So this is your task 2 of Python developer. Okay, sorry for being late. I'm just waiting for more people, more students will join. Then we'll start the class. Okay. So now we'll start our class. Okay. So first we'll see the description, like what we have to do, and then we'll see the code and we'll start. Okay. So basically in this, these are the questions from 9 to 16. Okay, like previous one, these are the questions put it here. You have to solve each question, okay, of this Python, and then you have to make a maze generator and a solver. Okay, so first we'll see one by one. Okay, so first we'll start with the first task 9, which is your prime number. In this, your objective is determine if a number is prime, and input you have to given a single integer nn. Okay, and output you have to true if show you have to show true if prime, otherwise false. Okay, and in this hint is a prime number has no divisor other than 1 and itself. Okay, and you have to check divisor up to n power square root. Okay, so basically this is your description of your task 9. So then now we'll see our code. Okay, so in this we have will determine if a number is prime or not. Okay, so in this we have make a function name, which is underscore prime, and this is the parameter, and we have to pass. It says if your n is less than equal to 1, return false. Okay, and because we want greater than 1. Okay, so which is for I in range for loop, here we are using. Okay, so a prime number is only divisible by 1 and itself. Okay, then check divisor from 2. Okay, to root n, here we are checking for efficiency. Okay, plus 1, and if n divided by I is equal to 0, then return false, otherwise return true. So it says n equal 29. Okay, so this is your print statement. So is 29 a prime number, which is true. Okay, so a prime number which is only divisible by 1 or comes in their own itself, it's a prime number. Okay, now we'll move towards our task 10, which is a sum of digits. So in this, your objective is find the sum of the digit in a number. You have to input, you have to pass NNN kind of integer. Output should be a single integer, the sum of digits, and hint is you have to convert the number to a string, iterate through characters, and sum of the digits. So in this, what we have did, we have make a sum of digits function. Okay, and this function we have did, we have converted the number to a string. Okay, here we are converting the number to a string and iterate over its character. Okay, and we are iterating by its character over its character to sum the digits. Okay, by using the sum function. So it says 1 2 3 4, do sum. So 1 2 3 4 is your 10. Okay, so now we'll move towards our task 11, which is LCM and GCD. So in this, objective is calculate the least common multiple, LCM, and greatest common divisor, which is your, just wait for a second. Yes. So basically in this, you have to find a least common multiple, LCM, and greatest common divisor, GCD, of two integer. Input you have to do is two integers, triple A and triple B kind of format. Output should be your two integers, LCM and GCD of triple A and triple B. And hint is this, you have to use the relationship of LCM. Okay, which is given in your guidelines. You have to use that relationship, and you have to use dot gcd function can simplify this. Okay, so in this, what we have did, in this we have first import the math library. Okay, and here we have make a function of yes, here we have make a function of LCM and GCD. Okay, so in this we have used the math.gcd for GCD. Okay, for finding GCD, and the formula for LCM we have taken this. Okay, which is abstract A multiply into B, then you have to divided with the GCD. This is how you can return, this is how you can find LCM and GCD. Okay, so this is how we have find 12, 18 we have given, and this is your result. Okay, now your task 12. Yes. So now your task 12 is your list reversal. Okay, you have to reverse a list without using built-in function. Okay, this is your objective. Input, you have to give a list of integer. Output should be reverse list. And hint is use a loop to swap elements from start to end, or slice the list by using this. Okay, by using slicing of 1. Okay, slicing minus 1. So in this, what we have did, we have swapped elements from start to end using a loop. Okay, for I in range we have used loop, and we have swapped elements from start to end using a loop. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5, this you see by using this function. This is your reversible list. Okay, now is our task 30, which is you have to sort a list of numbers in ascending order. Input, you have to given a list of integer. Output, you have to given a sorted list. In this hint, you have to use sorting algorithm like bubble sort or selection sort, or simplify by sorted function. Okay, so in this what we have did, we have make a function named bubble sort. We have check its length. Then by using loop, for I in range you have to use, and for j in range for using sorting. Here we are sorting a list by using bubble sort. Okay, and here we are comparing the adjacent elements. Here we are comparing the adjacent elements and swap them until the list is sorted. Okay, so I hope people know what is like bubble sort and how to do. Okay, so this is the bubble sort result. Here we have input the list of integer, and this is our result. Now 14 is your remove the duplicates. So in this you have to remove duplicates elements from a list. Input, you have to give a list of integer. Output should be a list with unique elements, and hint is you have to use a set to eliminate duplicates, or iterate and add unique elements to a new list. Okay, so here we use a set. Okay, we use a set. You have to first make a function name. Here we have make a function name. Okay, and by using remove underscore duplicate function you can remove the duplicate values. Okay, so use a set to store unique elements or iterate in this, and add to a new list if not present. So this is your list. Okay, we have passed, and this is your list without duplicates. Okay, now come task 15, which is to string length. Okay, so in this find the length of a string without using the len function. Okay, input, you have to given a string. Output should be integer representing the length, and hint, use a loop to count characters in the string. Okay, so in this we have make a function name. Here we have count started from 0. We have set for char in s count plus 1. Okay, for counting your length of a string, return count. So this will count one by one your length. Hello, so total length of this is contained string length is your 5. Okay, now comes the task 16, which is your count vowels and consonant. You have to count the number of vowels and consonant in a string. Input is a string. Output should be two integer, count of vowels and count of consonants. And hint is you have to define a set of vowels a, e, I, o, u, and you have to use string methods to identify letters. Okay, so basically in this we have define a string underscore, wait, in this we have make a count underscore vowel underscore consonant function. As parameter we have passed. Vowels we have set it a, e, I, o in caps and in small letter, and we have set it this 0 0, and we have used our for loop. Okay, and it says for char in s, if character is in alphabetical order, if char is vowel, then add in this v count, and if it's not vowel, then add in this consonant. Okay, so this is how you can see. So this is the print statement, and this is the vowels 3 and counts 7. We have get it from the past example. Okay. Now comes to our project part, which is maze generator and solver project. In this, objective is to create a program that generates a solvable maze and solves it using algorithm like depth first search DFS or breadth first search, which is BFS. Okay, so basically, yes. So basically, what is DFS and BFS? First, I'll tell you. BFS is breadth first search, find the shortest path using the queue data structure, and depth first search makes use of stack data structure for finding shortest path. So in this concept, will use is the first maze representation. You have to represent the maze as a 2D grid of ones walls and zeros path. Okay, so you have to first generate a import. You have to random library. You have to generate. You are using here. I make generate underscore maze function. Okay, and here you have to represent maze. Okay, this is how you have to do, and then basically you have to use DFS algorithm. Okay, use recursion to explore all paths. You have to use recursions to explore all paths in the maze, and then you have to do the backtracking, return to previous steps if no moves are available. Okay, then you have to do the backtracking. Okay, yeah, so then you have to do the backtracking. You have to return to previous step if no valid moves are available, and then you have to do the maze visualization. You have to display the maze using text. Okay, then you have to display the maze using text. This is how you have to do basically. So in this, you have to generate maze, a recursive backtracking algorithm. It will create a random maze by carving passages. Okay, in this by using you have to generate maze. Okay, so by using a recursive backtracking algorithm, you have to create a random maze by carving passages like this. Okay, then you have to visualize your maze. Okay, a text based representation. This is how you have to visualization. This is for walls. Okay, and spaces for the paths. Okay, then you have to solve the maze. You have to solve the maze by using DFS, explore paths from start to end, and marking visited cells to avoid revisiting. Okay, so this is how you have to do, and here you are giving the example. You are giving input. So size is 11, maze is this. You are calling the function, and this is your maze, and it says it's solvable, and which is true. Okay, so this is how you have to make a project of your maze generator and solver. Okay, so yes, this was all about your task 2. You have to solve each task, which is first a prime number, then sum of digit, then LCM and GCD, list reversal, sort a list, remove duplicate, string length, count vowel and consonant. Then you have to make a maze generator and solver. Okay, in your Python language. So yes, I hope this is clear. This is what you have to do in your task 2. Okay, if not, then you can ask me any doubt in the chat box right now. So if this task is clear to you all, what you have to do in your task 2? Is this clear? Clear? Okay. So yes, please complete and submit your task on time because you know you have to complete your all tasks for receiving your completion certificate. Okay. And if you face any doubt later in your task by doing your task, you can ask me in the doubt group. Okay. So yes, this was all about your task too. Those who have any doubt, they can ask me in the chat box. Else you can leave. The class is over and we'll see you next task then. Okay. Thank you.